It's WBLM. We are kneeling upon the altar of of some amazing stuff here. Jim Koch is back. Hello.
Good morning. Are you ready to throw out the first beer of the morning?
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the mound, founder, patriot, Mr. Jim Koch.
Let the morning begin.
All right. We have a specially designed microphone that we've had custom built that we can get into the beer, which is amazing. So you can literally, and all these poor people who are drinking their cold coffee.
I know.
Poor people.
I feel sorry, but I'll be your designated drinker.
That's our guy.
You be the designated driver with that cold cup of coffee between your legs, and I'm having a Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Now, it is August, but the Oktoberfest is already out. It's never too early, I say.
That's exactly right. So it's kind of like the transition beer for me. When Oktoberfest comes out, I know I've got to enjoy every last day of summer.
Yeah.
And what better place than the BLIMP at the porthole with the seagulls trying to get my beer and me fighting them off.
Celeste is swatting them away. Good job.
But, you know, there's no better way to celebrate the kids going back to school than Mom and a couple of her friends sitting in the cul-de-sac with some nice cold Oktoberfest. So
It's the back-to-school beer.
It is
for,
back-to-school beer.
For parents everywhere. No, but you know what? We do love, we love summer. It's so short here, but, I'm seeing leaves.
No, it's happening, so it's time.
Yeah, we love it in New England. So thank you.
Yeah, that's one of the wonderful things about being a brewer in New England. We have seasons. We have 4 definite seasons, each with its own personality and character. And so I get to make 4 beers, each with its own personality and character. You know, you've got Summer Ale, which is kind of hazy and golden. It's like summer in a glass. And now, you know, a little bit russet color there, just like leaves, just like autumn in New England, a little richer, a little maltier. It's kind of sweater weather beer.
Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
And then you have like your winter ales, and then you have your mud season ales as well. Because those are the 4 seasons here in Maine.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, we call it cold snap, not mud season. I'm not that great at marketing, but I figured.
I got shot down. I got shot down in the meeting.
This is why I'm here and not on this marketing.
No.
It's
You
Jim.
name it stuck in the mud.
It's Jim Koch Day here on the BLIMP. Great to have him here. Come on down to the porthole if you'd we got KISS tickets to give away. You can meet Jim and hang out with Celeste and myself. It is a beautiful morning right on Commercial Street. We're live at the porthole. It's WBLM. It's Jim Koch Day. It's Maine's Classic Rock 102.9 WBLM. Sometimes we forget we're on the radio, too.
I know. We were having so much fun hanging out with Jim and Gypsy Ted over here that we were like, oh, hey, wait. We gotta
do a break here this morning. Jim Koch is here. Great to see you. Welcome back.
Well, this is the high point of my year, man. This is so much fun.
We're trying to figure out, and we do this every year because we forget, how many years you've been coming on the show. And I think you started coming in, when did you start Sam Adams?
1984, but we were nothing. The whole company was 2 people. Right. You know, I'd just gotten the beer out of my kitchen, so it took me a little while to get to reach the heights of the BLIMP. You know, I was always looking up thinking, wow, I wonder what it's like to be up there on that BLIMP.
Rarefied air. And so at the beginning, you're just going into restaurants and bars saying, please try my beer?
Yeah, I could put 7 cold beers in my briefcase. I had those 2 blue cool packs and a sleeve of cups, and it was like, hi, I have this new beer. I know you've never heard of it. It's called Sam Adams, but would you give it a taste? And that was how it got started. One bar at a time.
Amazing. And then all these years later, started coming up here, I think our first time on the show, 1988.
Wow, and that's the year before I was hired, which was 1989, and so that is 33 years ago.
Something like that.
After I did the first show with Herb, I said, I'm not coming back unless you get some talent up here.
Finally, we found her. And you said, I'll come back. And here we are.
And you know what I love so much about Boston Beer Company is how you have stretched yourself and grown in different directions, and your collaborations are just fantastic. But the kookiest is still to come. Like the most wackadoodle, most fantastic mashup ever is in the works. Will you please tell everybody what you've got boiling on the stove or whatever, percolating?
Well, we are going to do the do. Pepsi called us and said, we know how to make soft drinks, but you guys know how to put alcohol in them. So can we put these two things together? And we came up with Hard Mountain Dew.
Wow. You got alcohol in my Mountain Dew.
You've got Mountain Dew in my alcohol. It's like the best thing, that best mashup since the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
When is this happening, Jim?
Well, we're working on the flavors. We've nailed the hard base dew, and then we're doing a watermelon dew and a cherry dew. So it's going to be launched early next year. Yeah, for me, I get to do all these really fun, semi-crazy things, and we'll see what they taste like. Pretty good.
Pepsi called.
I know, right?
But who else would they call? They'd call this guy, right? The guy that did Twisted Tea and Truly and all these great beers. So that's fantastic. That could change the fabric of this society, Jim Koch.
Yeah.
You already did that once with the revolutionizing beer, but it could happen again here.
It's a cool idea, Mountain Dew and alcohol. I keep thinking about Talladega Nights and the kid all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Mystic Mountain Blueberry. It's going to be fun. Jim is here. Who knows? Who knows what Jim is concocting next? We'll try to find out this morning. We are live at the Porthole. Come on now. We got Kiss tickets as well for their farewell final show.
No, man. Until the next one. But still, you want to see them.
Right.
Every single time you can see Kiss.
It's the farewell tour until the next farewell tour. It's Jim Koch Day. We're at the Porthole. It's WBLM. It's Maine's Classic Rock, 102.9 WBLM. Jim Koch Day at the Porthole.
Yay, it's my favorite day.
On my calendar, it says Jim Koch Day.
Yeah, it comes up on my calendar too. Like, my birthday, I don't mark it down. Christmas, I don't mark it down. Easter, but Jim Koch Day.
That's.
I don't want to say through it.
Does Santa Claus bring you Sam Adams? No. Screw that.
No. All right, so for all you people who are driving to work today, we wish you were with us, and we're going to throw out maybe not the first beer of the morning, but
not even close.
Maybe another beer. Are we ready, sir?
Yes, we are.
You got the microphone.
There it is. We've been doing the show how many years? First time we've gotten beer on the microphone.
No, don't.
I'm sorry.
Come on. I'll give you your own beer. Don't lick the microphone, though, for the love of God.
I'm not going to waste this. This is the original, man. This is what it all started with Boston Lager. And it's still like a great desert island beer, I think, for a lot of people in New England.
I've been drinking Boston Lager pretty much every day of my life for 37 years, and I still haven't gotten tired of it. You go to my house, open the refrigerator, it's Sam Adams Boston Lager.
That is absolutely amazing.
My crisper drawer beer. In Maine, we don't have lettuce in our crisper drawer. We have Sam Adams Lager.
Right.
That's why it's called the great state of Maine.
Right. You're having a good summer. You're starting to travel around again, or you just kind of staying put this summer?
Starting to travel. I mean, came up here because this is an important part of my year to be on the BLIMP.
Yeah.
37 years of this. This is good.
Yeah.
So I feel very fortunate. I get up every day, have an endless supply of beer. What more could you want?
That's awesome. It's great to be back out. We were out at Squeeze last night, and how fun was that? And it was great to be, it's great to be about with people again and drinking beers again and seeing live music again. And beer and music, how it goes together, rock and roll and Sam Adams, the BLIMP and Sam Adams, how it's gone together for so many years. And if you get in there, and it was really kind of emotional last night to be having fun and partying and seeing people and live music.
I loved it. I got texts and pictures from you of seeing friends that are out, and whether you are river rafting or you're out at a show, Sam Adams just makes that experience so much better, no matter what product. Like for me, I'm in love with your Trulies. That peach Truly.
Stay away.
Oh my God.
That's a display model, ma'am.
No.
I don't care if it's warm. I'll still drink it.
We made that for Celeste. Last year she liked it, so we keep making it because she's drinking enough to keep us in business.
You have your mission now, man.
Absolutely. It's complete.
It's Jim Koch Day. We're live at the Porthole. Come on down if you have time. If not, we'll just keep cracking beers on the radio for you today. Jim Koch Day, we love you. It's WBLM. 102.9 WBLM, Maine's Classic Rock. Good morning, everybody. We are live at the Porthole. It is a perfect Maine day.
This is the day we wait for all summer long. It's our visit from Jim Koch, his yearly, visit. And we look forward to this.
It's a pilgrimage for us, but we're not going.
That's the word I was trying to find.
He does all the traveling, but it's a pilgrimage for us just to see it.
No, this is a pilgrimage for me. This is like going to Mecca. This is where everything started.
It's awesome.
All right, Jim, what are you about to do there, Sonny? I'm looking for a riding lawnmower beer. What have you got?
Celeste, do we have the beer for you? It's Sam Adams Wicked Hazy. It's in a can, and let me open this bad boy.
All right.
Now, you may drink it out of a can, but I'm a firm believer that beer tastes better out of a glass. If it's a really good beer, you can drink like cheap, nasty beer from a can. But
I have your special
look at that
glasses.
head.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a special Sam Adams glass that enhances the aromatics of the beer.
How much did you spend in research to make this glass?
Like $500,000 to
Wow.
make the ultimate beer glass. Whoa, it's not just a glass. It's a Sam Adams flavor-enhancing nucleation sites turbulator.
This has a
Like something you would say to his wife. It's not just a glass.
honey,
Really?
I'd say, look at that head, honey.
Right.
Is that not great head?
right there. I don't know. The glass.
Slow clap. Slow clap.
The glass seems to have certain curves to it.
It does. It really resembles
Is
a stacked lady.
it's so rich? The foam on top of a Sam Adams.
Oh, it's
Float
floating
a
on
bottle
top,
cap.
right on the head.
You can't see it, but there it is, floating just like a happy little boat. That is a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh!
Now,
Tell us about the Wicked Easy.
well, Wicked Easy is kind of a hybrid between a big, juicy, hazy IPA and a really clean, crisp lager. So it's kind of like, a Ferrari with a pickup truck on the back end of it. It starts with all these wonderful sort of orange fruit, aromatic hop notes.
It's not a sound effect. That's actually Jim.
Yeah, it's frightening. I did that with my mouth. But the finish is really clean and crisp and smooth. So
Is that going to be your lawnmower beer? Does that work?
That's my lawnmower beer. Okay, I have to tell you guys, you can't see Jim when he's describing the flavors in his beer, but he closes his eyes and he just goes away. And he just like takes it all and he closes his eyes to taste it. And it's amazing to watch.
Well, I get into the beer. I'm like floating around in there like a hop molecule.
Wow.
How do you hold conversations? You're so into
It's
it.
amazing. No, you know who else does that? And serious for a second, the only other people I've seen do that is when Graham Nash and David Crosby were at the radio station, and we would put on a Crosby, Stills, Nash Young song, and they would close their eyes exactly like you do, and they would go away because that song was about their lives, just like this beer is your life. So it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's a really nice place to be in the beer.
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Jim Koch.
I see that now. I see that. That's actually a great analogy.
But that's the only other time I've seen it. So it's fantastic. So pick up some amazing, wicked, easy. It could be your new lawnmower beer.
I'm inspired now to buy a riding mower.
It's Jim Koch Day with the BLIMP. It's WBLM. It's 102.9 WBLM, Maine's Classic Rock. It's Jim Koch Day. The fans are streaming in to meet the man, the founder, the brewer, the patriot, our dear, dear friend, and the only person who is an honorary, the Cosmic Muffin, God rest his soul, yes, and Jim Koch from Sam Adams, the only two honorary members
of the WBLM morning show.
Highest honor we bestow.
Oh my gosh.
You and the muffin.
Oh, me and the muffin. I'm getting a tattoo.
Folks are coming in to meet Jim as they do every year. Come on over here, young man. What's your name?
Johnny Maynard.
Johnny, where are you from?
From Kingfield, Maine.
Awesome. And why are you here, Johnny?
I had to meet the man himself. He's been a big inspiration of mine over the years. And I wanted to tell him how many different types of Sam Adams I've had over the years.
And how many have you had, Johnny?
134.
What? How do you know this?
I have the empties to prove it.
Are you kidding me?
I have one empty from every single flavor of Sam Adams I've ever had.
That is incredible.
I know. We're going to get him a new liver. I have not kept 134 bottles.
Right.
I mean, this is so cool to me.
It's amazing. So other than you, is Johnny maybe the only other guy that has tried all 130 plus beers?
I believe Johnny is the only person on the planet who has had 134 different Sam Adams beers and has the bottles to show it.
That's incredible.
Human being out of 8 billion is right here with us this morning with a Sam Adams in his hand.
Now you've got one of your bucket list things has been to do what, Johnny?
To have a beer with Jim Koch.
And if you could choose any of the 130 plus different beers that you've had over the years from the Boston Beer Company, what would you choose?
Let me preface this by saying I'm a very well-traveled individual. I've been on several continents and countries and all over the world, and Sam Summer is my favorite beer on the planet.
All right. We have a Sam Summer here, and we're going to pour one for Johnny and one for Jim, and you, my friend, are going to have your dream come true. Here we go with the Summer. That's for Jim. There we go. And for Johnny. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Now you got to do the You got to drink and do the thing. There we go. Wow. A dream come true. This is cool, dude.
This is awesome. I heard about this coming up last week on the radio, and I told my wife, and my wife has been such a great, I don't want to say contributor. She's been a big supporter of this whole every time we go to the store, if there's a new flavor of Sam, she just puts it in the buggy. She doesn't ask. She knows. And she's actually probably had about 100 flavors herself, because every time there's a new one, she just takes a sip.
Right.
I'm a little in love with her already. Yeah. I mean, she sounds fantastic.
She's an amazing woman to have put up with me for as long as she has.
Yeah, and there's 134 empties in your living room, so she must be. She must be. Dude, that's fantastic.
I did take pictures of all my empties.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Wow.
It's all
you have a happy home.
Wow.
Complete with Utopias right there in the middle.
Oh,
nice.
He's even got the Utopia.
My wife got that for me for Christmas a few years ago, and I knew then she was committed. So
yeah, right.
She'd have me committed one way or the other.
You married well. Take good care of that woman.
Johnny, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm glad you could come down here and kind of, one of the bucket list things. So.
Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
To meet you. Jim Koch Day. That's a great story. We're coming back. It's more classic rock and more beer from Sam Adams on the BLIMP. It's Maine's Classic Rock, 102.9 WBLM. Jim Koch Day here on WBLM. So great to have.
We're going to play my favorite game. I'm sorry. I'm very excited.
What do you want to play?
I want to play Spin the Bottle with Jim Koch. But it's different than you're not going to get in trouble with your wife for this one. This is a different way. We created a circle with the Trulies, which I love, and then we have a bottle of, what kind of beer is that, Sam?
This.
I mean Jim, not Sam.
Yeah, no, I wake up in the middle of the night. Am I Sam? Am I Jim? This is our lawn chair lager.
All right, so I am going to spin that lawn chair lager, and wherever it lands, that's what I'm going to drink. One of these Trulies.
All right, we have created a circle with 26 different cans, all different flavors of Truly. This has absolutely exploded, Jim. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we started making a hard seltzer like 5 years ago, thinking, well, maybe there's some people going to drink it instead of like, Chardonnay and vodka tonic and those nasty drinks.
Right.
Maybe we'll give them something really crisp, refreshing, delicious. And now hard seltzer's like this huge thing.
Incredible.
It's crazy.
And it's everybody. It's not just, people who are going to drink vodka tonics. It's like it's
like really serious hardcore beer drinkers like Celeste.
right.
Yes.
It's kind of similar to what happened with Twisted Tea. Like
it's just a new kind of refreshing,
Right.
is what I like about it.
Okay, you ready to play spin the bottle with Jim
Let's
Koch?
spin the bottle.
All
Woo,
right,
woo,
all right, here we
woo,
go.
Here we go. All right, lawn chair lager. Woo. Oh, wow,
Oh, there it
peach
goes.
mango.
And
Oh,
Will you do the honors for me, Jim, please?
Just
love it. And you picked peach mango. It's the hardest of hard seltzers, so
extra.
it has a little extra kick.
Oh my.
All right, so
Whoa.
we're gonna see if there's a law against.
Oh my gosh, it
broadcasting
smells
under the
so
influence.
good.
There we go.
It's a BUI.
It's all right. I'm driving the blimp. She's
Oh my gosh, it's hard not to chug this all down.
do it.
No, then I'll burp.
Oh, do it.
Okay, well, I don't want you drinking alone.
Oh, isn't that-
I'm gonna have some too. I'm not gonna
Yum.
burp. I might fart.
There it is. Little spin the bottle Jim Cook style with
good.
the Truly. You kind of move the bottle. It's like the old days when you moved the bottle to the next person over who you really wanted to swim. You did it with the peach. I saw that.
This peach mango is so good.
Don't think I didn't see that. All right. The little warning: the Portland firefighters are in the house. They're too shy to come out here. So we may have to go into them.
I think we should.
Dangle beer in front of them and lead them out.
They got one of
They're
what?
off duty, by the way.
Oh, no, they're off duty, and I think one of the guys is leaving being firefighters, so they're celebrating him today. So,
It's nice to see them out, though.
yeah, man, we love our Portland firefighters. We love our Truly. We love our Jim Cook. It's WBLM live from the porthole this morning. It's time for one more beer. We're wrapping it up with Jim.
One more. Do we spin the bottle again? How does this go?
I don't know. I think.
Whoa.
What do you think we should have for our final one of the morning?
Yeah.
What's our farewell beer today for the Blimp Morning Show?
Let's see. It's
A
got
lot of empties. How does this happen every
What's
year?
this? What is this?
Oh, got to do the Jacko. Tell us about the Jacko here, Jim.
Well, this is Sam Adams Jacko. It's our pumpkin ale. Pumpkin ale is something that was really popularized here in the state of Maine from my friends at Shipyard with their Pumpkinhead beer.
Yeah.
So we made a Sam Adams Jacko, and it's named after my grandson. My grandson lives here in Portland. His name is Jack, and he's now in elementary school, and that's a time when you need your own beer.
Now, are there any?
Does he go to school and, in those days where you share, like, what's going on, does he say, yeah, and my grandpa named a beer after me?
Yeah, it's the perfect show and tell beer
Right?
for a first grader. I mean, who else is going to show up with a beer with their name on it?
No, all the other grandkids are going to want their own beer now.
Oh, yeah, I brought that up.
All right, just you have to keep up coming up with some more here.
So this is Sam Adams Jacko. And I know, Jack, I know you're listening. So I want to just raise my glass on the way out to you.
Oh, to Jack.
To Jack.
To Jack.
All right. Cheers.
Mmm.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Hey, thank you for being here. This is, 30 plus years of coming on the show. We are just so blessed to have you as a friend of the station. We really are.
Rain or shine, COVID or no COVID,
Right on.
I'm here.
Right on.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Hey, man, come back and play Spin the Bottle with me soon, okay?
Now, listen, if you couldn't make it this morning, our great friends at the Porthole are hosting Jim this afternoon. It's a summer party with Jim, Gina, and the Red Eye Flight Crew. You got some live music. They are
I hear they're
They
awesome.
are really great. So you're going to go, frolic around the state of Maine, but then back here this afternoon. So
Great place to come. I mean, the Porthole on a beautiful day in Maine, nothing better in this world.
thanks to the Porthole for being here. Jim Koch. Another Jim Koch day. Unbelievable.
No, man, 33?
Something like that. Absolutely amazing. All right, we're going to, you know what? We're probably going to hang out here, broadcast here for a while.